Alright, this is going to be a quick how-to video on how to roast coffee beans in a Whirley Pop Popcorn Popper. You can get these on eBay fairly cheap. This one here is actually broken. The gears on it have stripped. It doesn't matter the way I use it. I don't crank on it, so it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright, so let me see if I get this camera straight. I guess not. Anyway, we're going to start out with 1 pound of coffee. First thing I'm going to do is turn the oven on, or the burner on. I put it a little above medium and just let it warm up. And I'm going to be using green coffee beans from Colombia. I've been doing this a while, so I know about how much a pound is. I've weighed them out before, but there's a line in this bowl, and when I fill it up to that line, I know it's a pound. So the reason I like the Whirley Pop Popcorn Popper, well, I'll show you that as we get going here. I'm going to try to edit this video down a little bit so you ain't got to watch 20 minutes of me roasting these beans. And that's about how long it's going to take to do it, about 20 minutes. The coffee's excellent. I drink it every morning. Roasting your own beans is a lot cheaper than buying coffee. I get these beans here, I think I worked it out, it's around $6.11 a pound delivered to my door. And of course I buy in bulk, so that helps. Alright, so put them in there. Gotta let it kind of heat up. Leave the lid shut, let it warm up. Other things you're going to need a oven mitt. Alright, and you're going to need a couple strainers later on. I use these 2 strainers right here. Just that when the beans are all done, I pour them out of the Jiffy Popper there into the or the Whirley Pop into here, and then I just do this with the beans to let them cool down. I do that outside so that all the skins and all the hulls, or whatever you want to call them, the chaff, that kind of float away, and just leaves the beans. So that's basically all I do right there. I just stir up the beans, let it sit for about, I don't know, 10-15 seconds, something like that, and then just start shaking it and set it down on there. Now you gotta have a glove because this gets hot. Alright, and you don't want to just take it and just do this, because you could pop this lid off and then it could have beans all over the place. Trust me, I've done that. You don't want to do that, picking it up off the floor, wasting your beans. It sucks. Take the time, get a glove, kind of take your thumb and hold the lid down while you pick it up, and have control of the thing at all times. That's one of the most important things, is having control of it. Alright, well, while that's cooking, I'm going to go over something else with you real quick. I bought this Whirley Pop on eBay. I think I paid 15 bucks for it, 20 bucks, something like that. Used a crank on it before it wore out, and used that maybe 3 or 4 times before I wore it out. Not a very good deal. And then I was yard sailing and I came across this one. This is made by Back to Basics. It's called Back to Basics. Basically the same thing as the Whirley Pop. I mean, if you look at them side by side, they're about the same. Only difference being really, there isn't a cover over the top of this right here. See if you can tell, this one here has a guard, a little cover, keep your fingers out of it. So, you know, that's missing. But the gears are steel, and they're not going to wear out. So, that's something to think about. If you can get one of those, you might want to get one of those cheaper on eBay than actually a Whirley Pop. Back to Basics, it's called. And stovetop popper. And actually the little bar that's inside of here is actually more substantial and bigger and thicker and heavier than the Whirley Pop popper. So, in my opinion, it's a much better one. Steel gears, bigger paddle. I mean, if you're going to get one, I would get this one. Just don't put your fingers in it. There you go. Simple. Simple enough. Now, tell them when when it's done, you know, you got to kind of do it by ear and by sight. And this little lid here, you can kind of flip up and look, see how things are going. And I like this model here because it vents real well with these little slits in the top. Smoke will start rolling out and steam will start rolling out, and you'll be able to smell and hear it popping and cracking. And you'll be able to tell once you get to first crack and second crack. Well, basically that's about it. I don't want to bore you guys with the entire process. Just stir it up and shake it, and give it some time. Like I say, it takes about 20 minutes, I guess, from the time I started this till the time I'll be outside flipping them beans back and forth and getting them cooled down. And the coffee is excellent. It's some no here. I don't know if you can see these. Here's a handful of beans. I don't even know how well that's coming in, but yeah, they're good. Good eating. So, alright, well, that's about all I got. You guys all have a great day. I might show you the beans when I get done with them. Talk to you later.